don't have to worry about the clinging.
Maybe we do.
Cool. If you see the other kind of jerky, let me know, okay?
This is Gator.
Well, remember they had one that was like a little pouch, and then had
okay.
well, last time I couldn't find it in the for a little bit, so it's around. It's amazing how big this place is. It goes all the way, way down there. Gonna have to come back and do the tour when they're making the candy. Little alligator feet.
Here's honey. If you wanted to know somebody that had honey.
This is where they make the candy, but they're not doing it right now, so I gotta come back and get the tour and film and show you guys. When I do it, let's combine it with this video, put it all together. It's pretty cool. You have to see the candy before it actually gets cut up in little triangles, and then they put sugar on it. That's what it looks like before that.
Behind the glass, because you'd have to work here, not back there. Yeah, but you can see what she said.
Now you talk and he'll, yeah, and I step back.
Just want to welcome you to Davidson's. We've been open since 1967. This is our one and only location. Tom Davidson's dad, which is the owner now, opened the store in '67. We still do things the same way as we did back then. Still do everything the old-fashioned way. Everything's by hand here. We still cook in the copper kettles back there and stir with wooden paddles like the one you see on the table. And we let the candy reach a temperature of 225 degrees. And then we lay out paper on these marble tables and then metal frames like the one you see back there. And then the candy, when it's reached a temperature, gets poured into the metal frame. Then it's left to cool overnight. We use marble because it takes the heat out of the candy quicker. Then they come back that next day and they'll cut it into 3 sections and put it on a rack, like the ones you see right here. Then they're left to gel on their own for 48 more hours. And then it's time to cut the candy, and that's what Lynn's doing now, is cutting the candy. She puts a bunch of sugar down the table because the candy's really sticky to work with. And then she takes one of those slabs, a third of the square, puts it on the table. Now she's putting the guide over the top. That's so she gets her line straight when she cuts.
Now, from the beginning of the process to the end, about how long does it take?
About 3 days. Now she's cutting the candy. It's a pretty tough job because even the cutter itself is really heavy, but to go through that candy like that, it takes a little muscle.
Is it sharp?
Yeah, very sharp. She used 2 different size guides and 2 different sizes of cutters. Because it's long, one way and short the other. Then she'll take the candy and put it over in that tub of sugar and sift off the excess sugar and puts it on those trays there. It's ready to be packaged.
And this is the only location this was ever located at?
It is, yeah. That's Mr. Davidson over there and his wife in that picture. He's the one that founded the store in '67. They chose this location because it was on the way to Cypress Gardens, which was really going strong back then. We got a lot of customers from Cypress Gardens. We have a video playing on the TV that tells about how the business started. It's pretty interesting. The Food Network was here too, filming about a month ago down in the jelly factory. They've been here twice.
About when was the first time?
About 11 years ago, and then just recently. We make about 1,000 pounds of candy a day during the busy season, which starts in October, ends in about the middle of April. I didn't tell you also we use copper kettles because it cooks the candy more evenly. We use 2 of those 400-pound barrels of sugar a week during the busy season. Over here is where we pack the candy. That's a sealing machine. It shrink wraps plastic over the baskets and boxes like you see here. Keeps the candy fresh. The small bag candy is done here. It's all weighed out with that scale because it's not cut uniformly, so it weighs different. So she has to weigh every single bag out. And this is a small sealer, seals up the ends of the bags. This is how our chocolate comes in, 10-pound solid blocks of chocolate. It's put into a kettle and stirred till it melts down. And we use it for some of our citrus candy. We dip the ends in the chocolate or the chocolate alligators. We have alligator molds. Pour the hot chocolate into the alligator molds. Ladies here do the baskets and the boxes. And then jelly's made down the other end. That's a picture of our grand opening in '67. That's Mr. Davidson in the middle by the lady in the white dress to the right of her. Those are the Southern Belgium Cypress Gardens.
So most of the process is done in those 2 rooms?
There's 2 kitchens there, and then we have a jelly kitchen. All the coconut patties are made here. Everything you see is made here. Our sample counter.
What would you say is your most popular product or flavor?
It's probably going to be the citrus delicacy. Comes in a package of key lime, lemon, and orange candy, jelly candy. And then the most popular jelly marmalade is still orange. We make like 4 different types of orange marmalade, but still orange is the most popular. It's plain old orange. I think the honey bell's better.
How many people would you say visits here a year?
Oh, gosh, a lot. I couldn't even begin to tell you. A lot.
Has any celebrities ever came?
I don't think so. I mean, not that I know of. I don't think. It's where we make the jelly marmalade. Start by cooking the jelly in the kettle back there by the wall. Then it's pumped into a holding tank. Yellow thing sticking out there. Then into the metal funnel on top. They line up the jars underneath the funnel, and it goes down and it squirts jelly in each jar. And there's a girl that stands down the end here, and she'll put the lids on the jars right away while they're still red hot. Gives it a good seal. And then they run down here and through the jar washer. Come out the other end, and they get blow dried by the blow dryer that's coming from the ceiling. And then through the label machine and onto the table. Then
when do they usually do this process so you can see it?
This is a slow season right now, it's summer. So about 3 days a week they're in here making jellies.
Is there a better day than others, or is it?
No, it's just what they run out of, or what, you know. We have a wholesale business too. We deliver all over Florida and in parts of Georgia. So it's not, we just don't sell here. We have a big wholesale business. So whatever they need is what they make as needed. They're boxed up and put in our warehouse back there, taken to other stores and shops, or we use them here in the store. We make over 50 different types of jellies and marmalades.
Now the jars themselves, do you buy it from a local business, or is it from somewhere else that's farther away?
I'm not sure about that. I don't know where they buy the jars from. They do go, because when they go pick up the jars, they pick them up in Florida. Near Tampa, I believe. Near Tampa. I don't actually know where they're made.
Yeah, I'm assuming that people buy it from all over the world?
Country and Canada. Canada is the only country we sell out of the country. All over the United States and Canada.
Is there a specific reason, or just no one from, say, Europe never ordered any?
We get a lot of people from Europe and all over the world visiting the store.
But none of them ever really order any online or anything?
No, no, they can't. We don't ship anywhere else but Canada. So that's probably the reason. But we have a lot of people coming from other countries in the store. It's interesting. Mostly people come in from Scotland, believe it or not, because Dundee's a Scottish name, and they have a Dundee, Scotland, so they want to come in here and see. Isn't an interesting place to work. It's a nice place to work. We also have fruit shop down the other end. We do have a little bit of oranges, Valencias right now, but fruit season is actually done with till October, 1st of November.
Now, do they own their own grove, or they get it from?
They own their own grove. It's down the road here, behind Floridino's restaurant on 27 here. Orange groves.
And what about others like grapefruits, stuff like that? Do they own?
Grapefruit, tangerine, and orange. I believe. Grapefruit, tangerine, and orange.
Are they all growing in that section or something? Oh, okay.
I forget how many acres. 10 or something. 10 acres. Yeah. Samples if you'd like to try.
Okay. And what's your name?
Val. Val.
Okay.
Been here about 3 years.
Well, thanks. That was pretty educational.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Do you have a business card for the shop?